Good morning, Henry McClure Live. I did some painting. Okay, so this morning I am on my walk on the Shunga Drive or the Shunga Trail, and I hear these dogs barking, and I look over and I'm startled. This is how naive we Kansans are, or just jaded or protected. I see a homeless guy on the bench. I don't usually see a homeless guy on the bench. I start yelling at him. I go, "How can you sleep with all this barking?" He didn't move. I guess, man, Beth, when you've hit the bench, you can sleep through anything. Anyway, so I'm making a video on my Twitter, and oh, hang on a second here. I got to turn this down, otherwise since it's a movie playing in the background. The other day, I had a broadcast banned worldwide because it had copywritten material over there. Why don't we just make a deal that once it's out there in the world, it's out there. It can be played over all the mediums. It's like they don't do that with Periscope and Twitter, which I like. So we can go live. So we're live right now on YouTube. I actually have a follower on. I don't know who in the hell that is, but thank you for following. So we can go so you go live on YouTube and it sends out a tweet. You can go through Twitter and log in. So you get the link on Twitter, boom, you're on. And now I'm live on Twitter, which the venue is through Periscope. So the people on Periscope now are also able to reach the show. I got one watcher on Periscope. Or maybe they came from Twitter. But what I'm talking about, what I want to really talk about this morning real quick is your reach, your ability to reach people through the social media, and how much, what impact do you have as a person trying to be a media person or send out a message. And for what I do, I've got to reach people. I've got to get hired today. Every day I'm looking for a job. I'm in the real estate business. It's the epitome of I need work. I got to find a deal. I got to get a deal across the finish line. I got to bring a deal to fruition. And if I can go live and I've actually made a deal through this. I've made 2 deals through LinkedIn, and I know that my real estate gets exposure from the internet. I helped a guy sell a house the other day. Made a blog, broadcasted the link to the blog. Some couple came through. They didn't buy that particular house that day, but they did get exposure to it, and it was good for me because I'm not a member of the multiple listing service. I hadn't, uh, my idea is that if you're on the MLS, it's just because you're a lazy real estate guy. I want to market to the best real estate people in town. If it's a residential deal or a commercial deal, I want help. I don't want to. I'd rather have 50% of 100 deals than 100% of 50. I want people in my transactions. I want to grow my network in the real estate business. But so there's some sort of like all-inclusive site. There's just so much out there that. So I think it's called Niche. So Niche says that I can reach 19,336 people through all my social media, with all my Facebook pages, with Twitter, Pinterest. So Niche doesn't include Periscope or LinkedIn, which is good for about another 6,000 people. I like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the professional Facebook, and having a good LinkedIn profile, that's good. I need to update my McClure real estate gig. I'll tell you, the most important deal I've got on the books right now is my Great Life Golf and Fitness deal at the West Ridge Mall. That is a pivotal deal. I'll tell you, the most fun deal I want to make is this deal with this ice cream store, Freezing Roll. It's cool, man. You make ice cream right in front of you. Who doesn't like ice cream? Even though I'm lactose intolerant, man, I tried this stuff. It was good. I had this green tea ice cream, and it's all natural. They just make it right there on these like frozen discs. It's better than Cold Stone, because Cold Stone takes ice cream that's got all the preservatives and bullshit in it. And this stuff is all the fresh stuff, and they make it right there. I'd like to say they make it dynamically. I don't know why. It's interactive. There's got to be a better word for it. But they're chopping up stuff and putting it into it, kind of like a hibachi. I like the idea of freezing hibachi, but chop, 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 chop. That's where that word, they're telling the Chinese guys to make the railroaders, because they also cook hibachi style later. I don't know. So I was talking earlier about, we got to quit being so sensitive. You can make fun of my French, German, Scotch, Irish heritage anytime you want. I'm a mutt. Fine. We got, let's not take ourselves so seriously all the time. Oh, I'm offended by that. I was listening. I watched D.L. Hughley the other day. I love D.L. Hughley. In fact, I met D.L. Hughley. What a nice guy. I got a selfie with D.L. Hughley. I was out in California shooting some TV show. Seriously. And my friend goes, "Hey, there's D.L. Hughley." And it was a black fella I'm hanging with. And I said, "I don't know that guy. I don't know who D.L. Hughley is." And I didn't. But anyway, so hey, if he's an important guy, hey, Henry McClure wants to be with him. I want to get a picture with him. So, and a really nice white Range Rover. And man, he was just like, what a genteel and affable person. I could just tell he was a good guy. But man, I dig his comedy. And, it's like, I want to be the white D.L. Hughley and do stand-up. That would be fun. I want to make fun of white people. I mean, we're our own worst enemies. I mean, there's more material, but we got to come up with a better name than Cracker. I swear, there's got to be a better name. Hey, Cracker. It's like there was a comedian that did a whole thing on the N-word. How did how did nigger become a word that made everybody so offensive? You know? Anyway, so D.L. Hughley's doing this thing on Paula Deen, and she said some offensive stuff, and he said, like, she said the word nigger, and it cost her $5 million. He says something. I don't know if he called Paula Deen a bitch, but it would have been funnier. Paula Deen has killed more niggers with her cookie. He goes, I'm offended and I'm having a stroke. I mean, that's some funny stuff. That's hilarious. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Morning call, if you want to call in, 272-2297. I'm actually going to get to work. Oh, I got to tell you guys one thing before I sign off. The Craigslist robbery today in Topeka. So some guy, he says, well, I was just going to their home to make a purchase on Craigslist. And so they took his clothes and his phone and all his belongings and sent him on his way. How galactically stupid is that? If you're going to rob somebody, at least go to their house. Hey, you want to buy my TV? Fine, I'll deliver it to your house. We'll just rob him in his own home. I shouldn't be giving people the bad ideas. Gosh, same couple. Hey, we're having people over tonight. All right, let's rob the pizza driver and the Chinese delivery guy. It's a little funny. All right. Edward McClure live. Just here to make your day and have you smile a little more.